Hey everybody, Forgotten Coins here, and today's going to be something a little bit different. It's actually just going to be a small showcase of some of the odds and ends of my collection and kind of things that I've just accumulated throughout the years, and just kind of stuff that doesn't entirely fit in, my sets anymore, but that I kind of keep around because they're kind of nice to have. So first off, we'll start off with this piece from Jaeger's Poured Silver. And I've actually had a few pieces from them before, and they produce some really high quality stuff. So this is their 2020 COVID-19 bar. And, it's just a standard 1 ounce silver bar. And if you haven't heard of them before, I would highly encourage you to go check out Jaeger's Poured Silver. They do, again, a ton of really nice stuff, very high quality. If you're into poured silver, I know there's a ton of different privates, sellers pouring their own stuff into different molds. Another, recommendation that I do have is Monarch Precious Metals. They sell a bunch of house poured stuff too. So we're on the topic of, handmade stuff. I got, this is it's supposed to be an angelfish, right? And I believe that there are, I should have looked at this beforehand. There it is. There is a set of markings labeling this as sterling silver. It's actually down here, right at the base of the tail. And I got this as a Christmas present from somebody in the coin world. There was a bit of a secret Santa, and so I made a post about it, and I tried to figure out where something like this came from, because I'd like to get some more of them. Maybe they have different type of fish, but I'm into aquariums as well, and so this was a super interesting piece that I've never seen anything like it before. So if anybody has any experience with something like this, let me know, and then I can maybe pick up a few. But it's super flat, super thin. It's supposed to be what I'm guessing is a necklace, but I feel like some of these ends would be a bit too pointy. And so this next piece is from the Franklin Mint, and it's something that's not too expensive, but it's not entirely common, enough that people have them in their collections a lot. I mean, you can get them off of eBay for not too much, but it's always something interesting to look at. And so it comes in this just cheap little, paper holder. But so this is the coin. Well, I guess mini coin. So it says this mini coin is made from a special melt containing silver that was carried to the moon on the flight of Apollo 14. And so we'll get into the bit of the specifics on the wording on it. But first, let's take a look at this coin. You just see the lunar surface on the front. Has a bit of a golden toning. It's nice and a pretty coin. Nothing too upsetting about it, nothing wrong with it. Let's take a look at the back. Presented to members of the Franklin Mint Collectors Society, August 28th, 1971. The limited edition mini coin accompanying this certificate was made from a special melt of silver into which was placed 10,000 grains of silver that was carried aboard Apollo 14 on its voyage to the moon. It's signed by what I'm assuming, president of the Franklin Mint. So this coin is not entirely made of all silver from that flight. It's just a small percentage. This mini coin is made from a special melt containing silver that was carried to the moon on the flight of Apollo 14. And so it's always, I think, just a nice talking piece. You know, being able to tell people that you have something that went to the moon. Well, it's not all that went to the moon, still a portion of it, and it's still pretty cool. So if you ever run into one of these, I highly suggest you pick it up because they're not too expensive, and you know, it's a great story to kind of, you know, tell people, and you know, something to kind of pique their interest of talking about. I'm gonna move these out of the way because the last thing we're gonna get into is this little cloth bag. And so what I have in here is a lot of different, you know, little extras that people would throw into orders that I placed, or, you know, freebies and stuff like that. So let's open it up and take a look. So as you can see here, it's mostly silver with a couple of different random coins. So let me put this down real quick, and then we'll kind of cut through the different ones. So this is I believe it's 1 ounce of copper. It's just a nice little commemorative coin about Thomas Jefferson and the Second Amendment. It's really nice design of what I'm assuming is, you know, similar to the statue of Lexington and Concord. Let's see what I have in my hand in here. A few silver dimes, you know, with a Mercury, and this Roosevelt has some really nice color. Great luster too. 1954. Little blue blues. You know, I will say, you know, people might be freaking out about how I'm handling these. When I put all these coins in here, they're all either, you know, impaired, damaged, and, you know, nothing more than silver value, even though you see, you know, this proof, 1961. You know, nothing crazy of value, but just, you know, nice to have in a little container. This is a 1943 Mercury dime. We got a small handful of silver. So this is the Monarch Precious Metals, and so is, looks like this bar too. This one's 5 grams. I believe this is probably a 1 gram. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Yep, 1 gram, 999 fine silver. Small fish on it. This is Valcombe 1 gram piece. So you can see how, you know, thin this one is, and then how thick the Valcombe is. Same thing with this generic 1 gram, and then another 1 gram from the just a generic, almost looks like something from the periodic table. Let's see what else we have. 1963 proof silver dime from Canada. I've always liked the design with the boat on the back. I think it kind of, you know, especially when it's in the proof design, it makes it look like it's, you know, wading through the water a bit more. Let's get the rest of these generics going. I believe this one is Silver Bullet, Silver Shield. They had a huge following a number of years back, but it's kind of tampered down. They had the Silver Bullet, Silver Shield series. I can't remember, they had a couple other series in it, but they did, you know, coins with a bunch of different finishes, a bunch of different reliefs. This is just the 1 ounce or 1/4 ounce silver. This one's really cool. You know, when I got it, again, it was a freebie, wasn't in good shape, but I love the design on this. This is a $20 9999 fine silver. I think it's from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's part of their $20 silver piece series. This is 2016. This is the T-Rex, and I just, you know, the mouth on that thing's huge. It's super menacing. I like how the you know, design wraps along with the the lettering. And what's funny is people actually would try and redeem these in for cash, and you really could, because at the time they only had $20 worth of silver in them. Up next is a just a generic 1/4 ounce. It's supposed to be like an Egyptian coin. I believe there is inscribing on the edge of this coin. Let's see if we can find it. Nope, I guess not. I could have sworn that there was something on here. There it is. 1/4 troy ounce, 999, fine silver. And no real indication of what company it's with. Got a couple other nice BU coins. This 1947 Roosevelt and this 1964 Washington quarter. So I think it's a good idea, for people to get, start adding in, it's almost like a junk drawer of your, freebies, free silver. And as you can kind of see, it starts to add up. Like, you even got a Kennedy half in here. It's clean, giant rim dent. Pretty ugly. There's a buffalo nickel down here. There's a coin ring that somebody made from Massachusetts. I believe it's one of the silver coins, but then you can kind of pick through that and add to it. And sometimes, you pull it out every now and again, and you can be kind of surprised at the amount of stuff that you've kind of stashed away. But that's it for me, everybody, today. I just wanted to kind of go through some odds and ends with you, see if you found anything interesting. And again, if anybody knows where I can find other stuff like this, or if there's a certain manufacturer for it, I'd love to know. But thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and have a great day.